further unauthorized developments. Due to the continued escalation of building materials prices and other economic variables, the increase in construction costs has spiked housing prices remarkably. Against this backdrop, experts are canvassing for backward integration in the construction industry and capacity development to produce and supply building materials within the country. With the construction cost hitting the roof due to inflation, built environment operators are seeking the federal government's implementation of the National Housing Policy on using indigenous building materials for housing design and construction. Under the 2017 National Housing Policy, the government was urged to pursue vigorously the adoption of functional design standards that will facilitate cost reduction, affordability, acceptability, and sustainability, which will respond to the cultural and regional peculiarities of potential users.
To read the full details of the news in more, do well to visit www.africanhousingnews.com. Land grabbing and land speculation have emerged as pressing issues in Nigeria, significantly impacting the real estate sector, local communities, and the economy. As the population continues to grow and urban areas expand, the demand for land has surged, leading to conflicts and challenges related to land ownership and use. In this interview coming up, Town Planner Omar Shraib, a former coordinator, Abuja Metropolitan Management Council, says demolition of illegal structures is a necessary evil.
You cannot discuss the issue that is happening now in Lugbe without knowing the real foundation of the planning of the city. What is that foundation? Abuja City is planned to develop in phases. Originally, 4 phases. Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3, Phase 4. So all those areas that are earmarked, Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3, Phase 4, land allocation has been exhausted. Despite the fact that infrastructure was not provided, but people are looking for land in Abuja, helter-skelter, so that the available areas that are laid out by the authority for allocation become exhausted in all the phases. So it becomes necessary. People are still looking for land. If only for the authority to think of, okay, it's possible for us to go up to 5th phase, to start planning for Phase 5 of the city development. And there is an area that ab initio was not supposed to be within all these phases, but it has been found to be suitable for adoption as Phase 5 of the city development. If you look at the stretch of land from the city gate that goes along the airport express road, passing through Bay to the airport junction to Giri, it has now become urbanized. In all cities of the world, the airport roads are areas that are prime. So in Abuja, because we do not initially consider these areas to be within either Phase 1 to Phase 4, that area that now becomes prime is amenable, suitable for planning the Phase 5 of the city. There are economic implications. At times, a decision is always made even if a development is illegal. But it has been found out that it is not encumbered. There are issues. A development could be encumbered by a prior allocation. In a layout, it's possible that where that illegal developer developed, it's possible that is an approved layout in that area. And other people has been allocated. Anybody that has his legal document you will never agree. You will always make sure that he has his right.
Yeah.
So he always complain. If you are changing the area for anybody, it should not be the person that is legally owning the allocation to that area.
Okay.
To be fair, this man is a local developer. Just because he was fast, he went and developed. But he did not develop without, okay, he developed without approval, without any approval. This man refused to develop is just because the area has been declared a planning area. Not because they don't want to develop a plot. But since it has been said that the area is declared a planning area, and all development must stop until this planning has been completed, this man is obedient. Now, is it fair to say, okay, you are the one that is obedient, should be the one to be replaced? It's not fair. Let the illegal person be the one to be replaced. And the authority must be fair and give right to those who really require right. If land is not encumbered, yes, it has not been allocated to anybody, so they can decide, okay, you pay. There are some developments, some development that are done illegally in order to reduce economic loss. If it is found out that any other person's interest is infringed, the authority will charge the illegal developer contravention charges.
Okay.
Yes, you contravened illegally. We're not going to allow you to go along with it, but you are going to pay some charges because nobody's right is infringed. Pay us contract and we'll allow you to continue. But with necessary adjustment in order to make sure that you become compliant now. So you see, demolition in that area, in that case, has been some sort of escaped. You have now no longer going to demolish the place because you have rectified whatever challenge. And definitely, of course, people like that would always want to pay the contravention charges rather than losing their own
Of course.
It is not our responsibility to fight those people on the street. So, if anybody brings all these lands to you, first of all, if you are interested, we are not saying that you should not patronize. If you are
to get proper findings, okay?
Go and make your investigation. If you investigate and find out that there is building plan approval, that is, first of all, the title is genuine. Secondly, there is building plan approval without any challenge. You can go approach them and buy. But I'm betting you, many of them do not have approval. Many of them will just go continue selling the lands, and then whenever challenge comes, they leave you to face the challenge. You are already giving them their money.
Let's go.
Huh? What is it again?
Oga, and they drive this car, my mind no dey. My landlord is on my neck.
Your landlord again? I thought I have told you this before. Get a mortgage, register with NHF scheme, and get a home up front. What is so difficult about this?
Oga, I will do just that. See, I will shame that my landlord. Mortgage.
At the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, everyone deserves a home.
Town planner Umar Shuaib, the former coordinator of Abuja Metropolitan Management Council. So glad you're still with me. A certificate of occupancy, also known as a CFO, is a document issued by state government in Nigeria to landowners and property buyers as a legitimate proof of ownership. This document also spells out what the land can be used for: residential, commercial, or mixed development. On Voices on the Street today, let's watch as Nigerians narrate their experiences and processes involved in acquiring the CFO.
The meaning of CFO is certificate of occupancy, and it's very, very difficult to get it by the average person here, especially in the FCT, because CFO, the process, the bureaucratic process about getting the CFO is very difficult. I've just done a CFO recently, even at the local government level. It cost me a lot of money, and even up to now, I've never got it at the local government level, not to talk of at the FCT, right? So they should make it in a situation whereby even online, you can apply certificate of occupancy online and make submission online. It makes the government official not to frustrate any process, that you can get your CFO with ease.
CFO means certificate of occupancy, and basically what I know is just a little bit. I know that you have to go to the development authority to get that particular document. Then they will check if they have cleared the documents at their own end, if it's maybe available for residents, if that's what you want to use it to do, or depending on commercial purposes, if that's what you want to use it to do. Then I think you have to pay them a fee for getting the certificate. Then they clear you, and then I guess you're ready to build your house.
CFO is a certificate of occupancy. It's literally a document handed over to someone who buys a property or owns a property. As to the procedure of acquiring a CFO, from the little I know, I think it's a complicated process.
To acquire certificate of occupancy here in Abuja is a very difficult one, because the process is very long. When you go to the what do you call it, FCDA, that's where you be Aegis. It's either FCDA or Aegis. But I have friends that went there to collect it. They went through a hell of stress before they can